Do you know that my sister does not eat cheese? I know. I know.
Fake Italian.
Fake Italian. Hi, I'm Marisa Mariella, and this is My Easy Kitchen, and welcome to Hamilton City Magazine. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one dip that you need. Doesn't matter what season it is. It begins with, ready? A ricotta. And this cheesy ricotta dip is great. Hot out of the oven, room temperature, or forget the heating up and just eat it straight as is. It's amazing, and I can't wait to show it to you. How do you buy your ricotta? I like to go to Nardini's and buy this cake-like ricotta. It's called, it's from Galati Brothers. It comes from Windsor. It's really nice and moist and creamy. It's really lovely. And then there's also this one here that you might see at the grocery stores in this little wrapper, and this is called Roman ricotta. And just look at the difference in the texture. This one's a lot drier, still creamy, but a little drier. To me, it doesn't matter which one you use, they're all gonna be delicious. And in fact, for this recipe, I think I'm gonna use both, okay? Everything goes into the food processor, and we're gonna start off with garlic. I already have one peeled. Really, think of this recipe as a guideline, okay? So I use garlic, I have a little bit of green onion, and maybe a little bit of shallot. I don't want to use too much onion because I don't want that to be overpowering. So maybe just a little bit of that, or you could use a cooking onion. A red onion gives a nice little pink tinge to it as well. I'm gonna add a little bit of chives. These are from my garden. So I'm just gonna go in like this. If you had parsley, that would be nice. Thyme, a little bit of rosemary, and then of course the ricotta. So I'm gonna double my batch here because I want to show you a couple of different versions of this. And the Roman one, did you hear my rolling R's? Okay, so my Roman ricotta, maybe just a little bit of that. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a quick whiz, make sure that everything is incorporated, and then I'm going to make it even cheesier. You could just stop right here and get a spoon and go to town with this. Look at this. You don't even really need a food processor. If you like, you can just use a really nice fork and make sure you crush your garlic and chop up your onion well. But look at this, I'm just gonna give it a little taste. That's so good. Oh my gosh, I'm having a moment. Okay, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, so good. We're going to bring it to the next level. So I have here Parmigiano. Please don't say Parmesan, okay? It's Parmigiano, and this is the good stuff. This is Parmigiano Reggiano, and I never buy it pre-grated, and please don't tell me that you buy it from a carton box that sits on a shelf in a store. You buy it at the deli counter, and they cut it into a little chunk for you. Okay, is that good enough? Okay, I'll just go a little bit more. Tell me when. I'm waiting for my crew to say when, and nobody's saying anything. Okay, a little bit more. And we're gonna add a little bit of Asiago. You've heard me talk about Asiago before. No black rind. That's because this is true Asiago, imported from Italy. And look how rubbery it is. It's a nice soft cheese. It's mild tasting, very creamy, buttery. If you wanted to use mozzarella, you could do that. Maybe even Swiss cheese. Okay, we'll allow that too. Okay, a little bit like that, that's good. So this is where you can be really creative. You could add a little zest of lemon. You could add a few more different herbs, or look at this. I have here lemon infused extra virgin olive oil from Italy. This brand here is from Galantino. Actually, I visited Galantino, and I'm gonna just drizzle it. So remember, in Italian cooking, The olive oil is not just adding fat, it really is adding flavor. This one here, also from Galantino, is basilico. That's basil. So we have a basil extra virgin olive oil. And when they make it, they actually grind up the olives with fresh basil. That's what makes it so authentic. I'm just looking at my table here. I'm gonna add some salt. I always use sea salt. Okay, let's give it another whiz. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Very creamy and thick. If it's a little bit too thick, you could thin it out with a little bit more oil, or, oh my gosh, we're gonna be very indulgent, a little bit of whipping cream. You could add milk, you could do that. But the whipping cream, takes it to another level. So here are a few variations. Let me clean up here so that you can see what I'm doing. Here are a few variations on how to serve this. I'm gonna give it another little taste. It's just my excuse to indulge. Oh, so nice. Oh, that basil comes out really nice. Just gonna add a little bit more salt to it. Where's my spatula? Okay, found my spatula. So I add a little bit more salt. Go a little heavy on the salt because it is a dip, and you really do want that, you know, saltiness to it. Okay, so one way of serving this that I swear, you make this dip, people are going to ask you for the recipe, so just print it up, have it ready at the door. So as people leave, you just hand out the little recipes because they're gonna want it. So you could add a little bit of olive oil just to the bottom of the oven-proof pan. Ooh, there you go. Just put it in and keep it, like you don't want a really deep dish because you want people to be able to dip their bread in it easily. Look at that, okay? So before I put that in the oven, I might just grate a little bit more parmigiano on that. Nice. Little bit more olive oil, basil, lemon. Show of hands, show of hands. Basil, they said basil. Okay, so we're gonna do a little basil. This is gonna go in a preheated oven, 400 degrees. I don't have a very thick base here, so it's only gonna take about 10-15 minutes. It's gonna be so hot and chewy. Not chewy, gooey. It's gonna be hot and gooey. Okay, let's go put it in the oven. Okay, another way of serving that amazing dip is to get a beautiful baguette like I have here, okay? And we're gonna toast it up because baguettes should not be, they shouldn't have to do that, okay? So I've already cut up some slices. I'm gonna put those in the oven. But in the meantime, I just want to get a little bit of chives ready. You could use, like I said, some fresh basil, parsley, or thyme. Okay, we're gonna use that as a garnish. I'm gonna pop those in the oven and then I'll show you how to serve it. All right, we are back with this cheesy dip. Just want to show you with the spoon. Like, oh, did you see how easily that went in? Look at this. Oh, that's gonna be so good. The other ways of serving this, so I've just put it in a little bowl, so this is not heated. And the other way, if you want to be really fancy, so I toasted up some baguette slices. You know, the Italian way is to get a garlic clove and just kind of rub it. That's how you make garlic bread. But this is garlicky enough, you don't need anything. I'm just going to make a little zigzag. Does that not look elegant? Look at that. I'm going to just do a few more. Oh, so pretty. Okay, and of course we're going to do like the Italian flag here. I'm going to use a few cherry tomatoes to maybe decorate that. There we go. On this we're going to add maybe a little bit of chopped chives. We can add little chopped chives over there, over here. Okay, this is really hot, but I'm going to just move it. Look how pretty this is. Doesn't matter, summer or winter, this is going to be your favorite dip. And of course, you could just finish it off with just a little bit more of that luscious oil. Okay, everyone, I wish you could come over here. We would dig in and have such a feast, glass of vino, and we're ready, okay? Thank you so much for joining me. I really do hope you try this recipe. So many people have asked me for it. I'm delighted to share it with you. We'll see you next time. Marisa's Easy Kitchen for Hamilton City Magazine. Okay, what am I going to try first? I'm going to try this. Look at this. Look at that. Okay, see how hot that is? Okay, let me try. Lemony, basil, creamy, parmigiano. Can't go wrong. So good.